Hello and welcome to Tea with the Fertility Godmother. I'm excited to be here today with you because today we're going to be talking about things you can do or you should know about being as healthy as possible to help you get pregnant. So I'd love for you to comment below if you have any specific questions about yourself or anything that you've been curious about. And please be sure to share this with your friends so that we can help them as well and spread the word so that you're going to become more knowledgeable of your body. So I'm going to make this a ladies only broadcast. So gentlemen, for your own warning, I'm going to ask you to disconnect and go ahead and pass this on before you do that to some other people so that we can make sure we get the word out. And ladies, I'm going to ask you to listen up because we're going to be talking about you and your bodies. So I see a lot of women that come into my clinic and really are so unaware of their body. And I see that more and more. As women, we take a lot of things for granted. So I want to share some information with you because your health is going to be really important to your fertility and how that is going to how that's going to play out for you. So one thing that you may not know is that your menstrual cycle is really indicative of your fertile health. So for example, your menstrual cycle should be a normal menstrual cycle should just come on. You shouldn't have too much pain or too much discomfort going on in your body. And or spotting before, you should just have your menstrual cycle come right on. It should start flowing and it should flow for about 4 days. And you should change your pad or tampon every about 4 hours. And so actually I'm gonna make a note because I want to talk about that. And that's what it should look like. It should be around 28 to 30 days, and where you're ovulating in between for about around somewhere between day 13 and 15 is optimal, and that's what the normal cycle should look like. So you want to really start paying attention to, because it's really helpful and it's good information for yourself, like what the color of your blood is when you're bleeding. You want it to be bright red. So is it brown? Is it brown for days? Is it just a little bit of brown because they know it's coming or ending? That's okay. But if it's brown or black or thick, that's a sign that you're not getting enough circulation in your body. And that's where your baby's going to be. You're going to grow a baby there. So you want it to be a nice, juicy, plush environment. So it's important to make sure that you're nourishing that area. So that's something that's important that we don't think about. So the quality of the blood, is it really thick and stringy, or is it, does it have a nice flow? Are you having pain before your period? Sometimes I see ladies that have pain 2 weeks. It's like they only have 2 normal weeks of the month. That's not okay. You guys want to, should not be having PMS or pain for that long. You're going to feel sensation because there's a lot going on down there, but you definitely want to make sure that for your own self that you're not having that much discomfort. And there's so many natural solutions for that, with acupuncture, Chinese herbs, eating really clean. Those things are so implemental in having a healthy reproductive area and for your health to have a healthy baby. So another thing I see is that we just think, oh, we want to have a baby and we're just going to start having a baby and it's just what we do. But what's really important is getting as healthy as possible. So if you're following me, you'll hear me say this a lot, that for you and your partner, it's really important to be just as healthy as possible. And we have a lot of videos on our YouTube channel you can check out and on our blog if you'd like to find out more about that, because I do a lot about foods that you should eat and really dive a little bit deeper into that. But I just wanted to emphasize that here because it'll also impact your menstrual cycle. So you want to make sure, again, so you want to have about a 28 to 30 day menstrual cycle. You want to have not have much pain. Again, you're going to have sensation because there's so much going on down there. But you don't want to have a lot of pain. And you want the blood to be like a bright red, and you want it to start and stop within around 4 days. So that's really important so that you're paying attention. You can give your healthcare practitioner some of that information and know. So if you some ways that you can increase circulation besides acupuncture is you can do like a castor oil pack to help warm up and create circulation, exercise, and then of course making sure you're eating the right foods like a lot of vegetables and good protein, good grass-fed animal protein. So those are some things that are really important for you. As far as ovulation goes, you want to make sure that you're ovulating and that your fertile mucus are that's at around the same time because I've seen a lot of women come in and their fertile mucus doesn't line up with their ovulation. And it's such a subtlety, but if you're not paying attention, you won't know that there's something off there. So you want to be able to correct that as well. Another thing about your menstrual cycle is, well, I guess let's talk about when you should have sex. So, well, most people are either on their Ava watch or they're charting. Sorry, or they're taking their temperatures, or they do their ovulation kits, waiting for that day, and then they create so much pressure around that specific time. So as long as you have a fertile environment and you're healthy and you're getting a lot of circulation in the vaginal and uterus area, then the sperm should be able to last anywhere from 2 to 5 days. So it's important for you to definitely have sex around that fertile window, but you want to make sure that you're having sex before you ovulate. So because the sperm will get up, have a chance to get there, and then be there waiting for you for the egg when it comes. And so there's like a 24-hour period once that egg is released. So you want to try to have that sperm inside before so that you have a better chance of fertilization. The other thing is, what did I want to say about having sex? You want to orgasm. You want to have fun. You want to try to keep it light. So make sure that you're doing everything you can, and not just trying to put a lot of pressure on. And if you are, I totally get it. This is a very if you've been trying for a while, it can build up. But be mindful and try to keep it light and try to have fun. Okay, it's gonna serve you so much more than trying to be stuck to this watch and making sure that everything happens just perfectly. It can be good enough as long as your body is healthy and balanced. That's going to be your biggest advocate for yourself, is your own health, your own body. Okay, that's going to be huge for you. So the other thing I wanted to tell you about having sex is a lot of women I see, they save up just to have sex around the time of ovulation. But if that's the case, then you're going to be missing the mark, because you really, again, you want to have it before. And what happens if a man doesn't ejaculate every few days, the sperm's going to die inside. So you want to be able to have fresh sperm so that you have a better chance of fertilization. So I wanted to share that with you. Those are some things that we don't talk about much unless you come in my clinic, and we talk about it a lot. But I wanted to give you that information as well, because it's, start paying attention to your body, know your body. I've seen us try as a society just kind of disconnect, and it's so important to have that whole mind-body connection and have awareness, and not obsessiveness, but awareness of what's going on in your body. So here's to your fertility health. Please be sure to share this video. And if you want more information about like foods to eat, I talk a lot about that. I'll be probably doing another broadcast on that, but we have already some videos on our YouTube page, and we have a lot of blogs and information about the different foods that you can eat to make sure that you and your partner are as healthy as possible. So make it a great day, and we'll see you next week.